nothing in the presentation screen, so I'm just going, okay, so we're down to sending 18 print issues of the JOA out to United States subscribers. We had 28 at the last annual meeting. We're sending one print version outside of the USA. Last meeting we had 5. Our online-only subscribers is also down. We've got 48 now versus 71. So we've got a net decrease of 37 members since the last annual meeting. The next slide just shows the graphical version of what you just saw with the history since I started saving the history. And there's a couple of data points in there, not including annual meetings, because prior to that we only saved it when we had annual meetings. But you can see the general membership trends. Print is substantially down, and online is down as well. Rebounded a little bit from the low back in December. I think that was the low around there. Either way, graphical version. Moving on. So for the finances on the next slide, essentially stable. We've got it where the printing costs exactly balance out what the dues are, and so the balance has only gone up $80 since the last annual meeting. The next slide shows some of the details of things. The royalties we received via Walt video timers, and it's down a little bit from the last annual meeting. But you'll see the one line there. I think we lost a check. Because of my most recent move, and I've forgotten to say something to Walt to make sure that hopefully that hasn't been deposited on his end, and maybe he can send another. We'll figure that out as time comes. The PayPal balance. So this is a separate account from what you saw in the previous slide. This is way up right now. But with Hans's passing, we haven't paid any layout or publishing for 2, maybe 3 issues of the JOA now. And it's because we were sending the money to Hans, and then he was forwarding it on to, I think, Michael. But with him passing away, I haven't been sending money to a defunct PayPal account. So we need to sort that out. So really, even though that says we're up $1,000, pretty sure that's steady as well. And then some of the other expenses, print costs, that's what I'm dealing with. Web service for occultations.org is still donated. And now that I'm living back close to Art Lucas, I'm probably going to take that over from him through IOTA, and we'll start seeing those costs show up. The awards that had been paid for the last meeting, so we're sort of current on that. Hopefully someone will let me know what I'm paying here real soon for that. What's the next slide? Oh, the last bit is the journal is still behind on issues. We lost 2 issues in 2015. We lost 1 from 2016, and we're currently behind 1 issue for 2017. I should be sending out number 3 right now, and I haven't seen that yet. And this has caused a lot of problems on my end of trying to sort out, wait, who's current and who isn't. So come on, we guys, we need more articles written to put in those so the folks that put together the journal can do their job and we keep current. Other than that, online access seems to be working fine. I need to do a better job of emailing folks when their membership expires. If you look at your password for the online access, that tells you when your membership expires. Some of you probably figured out it's the asteroid and the number and the name of the asteroid for your expiration. And yeah, haven't been hardly any complaints in the last year, but folks probably should be complaining to me. And that would be it for the business news. I will disconnect and read chat if there are any questions. So the only funds that go into the PayPal is essentially when people decide to pay via PayPal. That's the only money that goes into that account. And the only money that ever leaves the PayPal account is when I have to transfer funds to somebody. Essentially, it was Hans in Europe to pay for the layout of the journal. That was the only time money ever left that account, was that. So hence why the PayPal balance has gone up is I haven't been paying anyone to do the layout recently.